Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Alright, well, we got a lot of stuff to do today, so let's go ahead and jump into this beautiful morning session, shall we? Oh man, it has been a really busy week. Right now, I think it's Monday for you, if you're watching this as this uploads. It's Friday for me right now. I'm actually in the middle of teaching. I have a student in 30 minutes. I have a 2.5 hour window after that before I have to teach again. So I'm going to use that time to practice. I'm going to get into some comments, of course, but I'm also going to give some updates about my life, because you care, right? Oh, well, first thing, I'm not going to put one of my shirts on because I'm about to go into a lesson, and I don't wear t-shirts to lessons because I'm not an animal. And that's a choice, too. I definitely don't have to do that. Nobody's making me do that. It's just a classy move. I'll put a shirt on after the lesson, though, when I have the break. But yeah, Rootin's Delight, get a shirt. That's something that you can do. That was my t-shirt ad. I'm going to stop there. Updates with me. I've been talking to my luthier a good bit. As you guys may know, I've been playing a Cordoba C12. That's the nicest guitar I've owned, and I play at the level that I play at, which, you know, you can decide if that's a high level or not. I think I'm pretty good. I personally think I've outgrown the Cordoba C12. I think when I bought it, I kind of outgrew it. I was just too lazy to find like a nicer guitar, and I was like, whatever. Because before that, I was playing a Cordoba C7. Not like the finest instrument, but it does the job. But yeah, no, it's exciting because I have the new guitar coming in. Yeah, just little specs about it. You guys can see the pictures here, I guess, because I'm showing them. It is an Italian spruce top with bear claw. Yeah, that stuff's gonna pop. Yeah, the body, it's made of Brazilian rosewood, of course, because screw endangered species. I don't care. I want the tone. I want the tone. Pretty exciting. It has a neck. I don't know what the neck's made of. Yeah, then check out these tuning pegs. These pegs, they're pretty nice. They cost like $1,000, so I imagine they're gonna be pretty good. I kind of got into nicer pegs when I was playing my luthier's guitars, and he had like a pretty nice set of tuners on one of them, and I just noticed how like buttery and smooth they were to turn. They like felt really good. So since then, it's like, you know, why not? I'm just gonna spring for the nice tuners. That should be coming like late September, I think he said, or possibly early October. But you know, we're in no rush. It's fine. I'll have my Cordoba C12 for now, which is also a fine guitar. I'm a little sick of it. You guys have been pretty active in the comments section. Let's start with some fun ones. This one is from Lewis. Bro's feet are green. I'm really happy to see a bro comment on there. You see that on like Instagram reels? That's like how you completely dissociate from like the subject of the reel. Like, bro did this, bro whoa whoa whoa, bro whatever. So I'm glad that someone watched my video and did that to me. Bro's feet are green. Are they green? If anything, I'd say they're white. I've told this story before. My skin tans. I wear shoes outside. My feet are white. What do you want from me? You want me to go outside with bare feet? Like an animal? We established that I'm not one of those. Oh, here we go. I know I just answered one from you, but you asked another interesting question. This one is from Neurotic Indian. Hey man, what's up? You said, keep up the good work as always. I will. Talk about your warm-up routine. I kind of hear you start all practice routines with the same exercise. Yeah, that's funny. It's like a game of chess. It always starts out the same, and then a practice sesh turns into something unique that'll never happen again. How much time spent on warm-up/technique before moving to rep? That is a very interesting question, and it's not something that is consistent for me. I've talked about this a bit, of course. I mean, I've talked about a lot of things a bit. You start repeating yourself when you make so many videos. For warming up, I don't really do anything in particular. I don't think technique should be used to warm up. I don't think rep should be used to warm up. I think warming up should just be whatever you're going to work on first, but you play it in a way that's very light and careful and relaxed. And as you move more and more, your tendons will get warmer. You know, the blood flow starts working and you become warm. It's sort of like working out or like doing cardio. Like when I warm up from working out, like I just warm up with whatever I'm about to do, but I just do it light and then you build up. So it's the same thing with that. How much technique do I do? It really depends. I don't think it's a bad idea to go through phases where you just work on technique and no rep. And that being said, right now I don't really work on technique like at all. I kind of just work on rep. I do practice scales a bit. Little bursts of scales like this, which I'm not warm right now. I'll work on like 2-string scales like that. I don't know if I consider that like technique, but I do like to warm up with that, and my reasoning for that is like, what's easier to play than a single note? It just sort of gets you ready to play guitar. when I do go through phases of not working on technique, the one thing that I am going to hold on to is probably working on IM scales, because it's so integral to like everything that I'm playing. Like if your IM sucks, you suck. I still work on that a bit, but it might be for like 5 minutes a day or less, and sometimes I just skip doing that entirely and just go right into the rep. But again, I don't really consider that like technique practice. It really is just like warm up and just like getting my IM sort of primed to play. So how much time spent on technique before moving on to rep? I tend to work on technique when I notice deficits in my playing. Like for example, I was noticing an IM deficit, like I wasn't able to play IM scales fast enough and they weren't solid enough. And that was actually sort of towards the beginning of me making this practice log, and that's why I started doing those IM passages like in the beginning, because I wanted to work on that. And that's happened to me before with other things too, like my A sometimes lags behind like my IM with like arpeggios. So I'll work on A arpeggios, like Giuliani arpeggios that involve like repeating a couple of times. Now, how much do you practice that before moving on to rep? Like if it's a huge deficit in your playing, you could just work on that and like take a break from rep. It's gonna make learning rep so much easier if you actually have like the technique to play it. You kind of know if you do or don't, like when you're working on a piece. And I mean, I'm experiencing some of that now, like with the tremolo piece that I'm working on, Recuerdos. I know that my tremolo is not solid enough to even play the piece like how I want to yet. So I'm still gonna move on and learn the notes and stuff, but a lot of the time that I spend working on Recuerdos is just the first two measures, just practicing tremolo on the second string and just making it as articulated as I can. So that's like technically working on rep, but a lot of that practice is just purely technique. So if there's like a clear deficit in your technique while you're working on rep, like you can take however long you need to work on a relevant technical exercise for that piece. Hopefully that's making sense. I feel like I'm being a little rambly right now. So in conclusion, I guess the answer is, I don't know. If you feel like you're not good enough, technique is definitely the answer. When you do feel like you're good enough, rep is what you should be working on, because you're good enough to play the rep. And then if you find you're not actually as good as you thought, work on more technique. And that is this little game that we're playing. Enjoy the ride. It never ends. Okay, I got a couple easy ones here. This is gear related. First thing, what is the purpose of this device? Forearm sleeve thingy? This one is from Jackson Prio Bennett. You asked what my sleeve is for. So you're talking about this thing that I wear on my arm. This is a sock that I cut the toes off of, and it's for cutting down on friction so I can move my arm like this, so I can go Ponticello Dolce really easily. That's all that is. I'm not injured. It's not a compression sleeve or anything. I'm injury free as of this moment, which is pretty amazing. You guys saw me heal my thumb. So it's just for friction. And I encourage you to find a pair of dress socks and cut the toes off of them. Try it out. It works really well. But if you're wearing long sleeves, it doesn't really matter. All right, another one. Andre Martins. What is the iPad support called? Well, first off, it's a Kindle Scribe. This is called a iPad support. Sorry, that was a snarky answer. I don't know. Does this have a brand on it? I got it on Amazon. It was like one of the cheaper ones. If you just type in gooseneck stand, it'll come up. I should have like affiliate links, but I don't. I need to get better about that. I don't know if I'd recommend the stand if you actually have an iPad, just because they're heavy. The Kindle Scribe is pretty light, so it's not a big deal, but that thing will still topple over. But it's also not an iPad, so I don't care if it topples over. Yeah, my whole setup kind of sucks. The Kindle Scribe is not a great music reading device. There are no page turners that you can buy for it. It's horrible. Which is not a big deal for me, because I always memorize my music like as I'm learning it, or I try to. My goal is to play it from memory. I don't want to always have to look at the score and like do page turning and stuff. But yeah, it's not ideal, but it works for me. It's alright. If your music's not memorized, it's absolutely horrible for performance settings. But other than that, for practice, it's great. Okay, I'll leave it off with this one. This is sort of an interesting topic that I've been thinking about a bit. This one is from Sol Oris 4469. Nice. I think the piano chair is too high for you. Try all that support stuff again on a lower chair. You will probably feel the guitar much more stable. And then Stephen Bornfeld replied to that. I try to set my chair so that my thighs are parallel to the floor. Yeah, I've heard that. I can't play in this chair because it's too squishy. I would hate it. I like the piano bench because it's like the perfect firmness. I think you're correct in saying that though. It is a tad high. So here's where I'm at with that. I kind of want to get like a new piano bench, and I want to make sure it's like perfect for me. I kind of want to get a Steinway piano bench, just drop like $1,500 on it and have it be like super nice. But I don't know, I might find something at Goodwill or something. But with my current piano bench, if I were to address that, I either have to take it to my dad's house and have him cut the legs a little bit, because I don't have the tools to do that in my apartment, obviously. Or Or I could buy like a board to set my feet on that'll raise my legs a little bit higher. But man, that's so lame. Ugh, you look like such a dork with your feet up on a board. So I don't know, it's a tough one. I do hear what you're saying though. I think that that's probably an issue. My thighs are not parallel with the floor when I'm playing. And like, I don't know if that's like exactly what you want, but it does feel a bit high. My legs are definitely sloping and the guitar support needs a lot of friction to not fall off. I don't know, it's tough. Supporting the guitar, finding seating is so annoying. I really envy pianists for that reason, because I feel like you just plop yourself down. It seems so easy. Holding the guitar is so much more complicated though. Yeah, so I don't know. Feel free to post any suggestions in the comments about that one. So, I gotta go teach my next lesson, and then I'm gonna be back for that 2.5 hour window where I'm gonna practice my face-off. It's gonna be Bach, Sor, and Giuliani today. We're gonna watch a video in the next one. I'm gonna have more time when I film again, so I'll be a little more chill. But you know, I just wanted to talk to you and engage with y'all, answer some questions. Hopefully you enjoy that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up and then teach. I will see you after that. I'll let you know how it goes. See you there. Hey, shirt change. Just got done with my lesson. That was a pretty good one. We did some ear training stuff, kind of unrelated to guitar. Ear training's fun though. Alright, well, I'm going to start off with the Giuliani. Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because my Kindle's about to die. So I'm going to start with the fugue. I will see you on the other side. Alright, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty alright right now. So, get on over here. I'm pretty sure that I literally just played this, but I'm vibing with it right now, so I want to play it again. I'm going to play the Sor Mozart variations. So I'm just going to try to play it and make it epic. Check this out. God, I crushed that until the finale. And you know the messed up thing? You saw something there. You saw something very real. That was me dying inside when I had to restart that for like the 3rd time. You saw my soul die. And that's that antsy feeling that I talked about in the last one. And it's funny because that's the part that I was feeling the best about, like during my practice today. But then when it came to it, I choked. I didn't even work on any of the other stuff before that. And I feel like I played that today, everything up until the finale. A lot of that I played like better than ever. And today I was playing the finale really, really well, but you know, that happened. So, and here's the thing. How do you get past that? Because it's not really an issue of am I able to play it? Because I know that I can play it. I watch myself play it, like at that speed. I know that my fingers are capable of doing it. It's just psychological. So I was just overthinking it, and that's what happened. And the thing is, I wasn't overthinking any of the other parts of it, so all those came out really well, I think. I'll review the footage. But the part that I thought would come out well, I was overthinking, and then it didn't come out at all, and it sucked. Yeah, so the solution to that is just to do it again tomorrow. And then maybe I won't overthink it, and then eventually I'll just get used to it. And that's really the only course of action. But you know, that one's coming along. I'm gonna end it here. I will see you in the outro. Hey, well, you know, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey, want some shirts? Head on down over to Rootin's Delight and pick yourself up some honest shirts. Hey, want some guitar lessons? Want some honest guitar lessons? I sell those too. You can look at me face to face if you want. All you gotta do is take a guitar lesson. Of course, comment questions, feel free to leave them and I'll answer them. I answered some of them today, which is always fun, but, you know, feel free to leave more if you have questions about stuff. They can be about anything, guitar related or not, I don't care. I need to get back to teaching. It's about that time. So, I'll see you tonight.